good afternoon and happy Friday. It's the 29th of March. I remembered the date. Yay! I've had a very exciting day. This morning I dropped off my quilts for the Easter show, which I feel excited about, but I'm not expecting anything. I'm just more than happy to just participate because I haven't participated in the Easter show for 5 years. I was just working it out today while I was on the train, and I think the last time I entered into the Sydney quilt show, which is like the really big quilt show that we have, oh my goodness, maybe 4 or 5 years I think. So to sort of be in a position again where I can start just entering into shows and being a part of stuff is very exciting. So I caught the train early this morning to Olympic Park, which is about maybe half an hour on the train, and yeah, dropped them off. Very easy, very quick, back on the train home. And yeah, so I think from reading all of the information that I was given, I think judging is either next week, I think it's next week, or at least at the start of the week after, because at the end of that week is when the show starts, and then we can go and I'll show you hopefully my quilts on display. Because I also did read, which is slightly disappointing, that I don't think all entries are displayed, which I'm like, oh well, what's the point of entering if what you're entering is not going to be displayed? I think because of space issues. But yeah, I've read if they're not going to display your entry, they're going to tell you through email. So it'd be really disappointing if I spend all of that time making stuff and entering and all that and not have it displayed. So yeah, fingers crossed that doesn't happen. But yeah, anyway, there's nothing I can do about it. This afternoon I've just spent the last maybe hour or so catching up on all of the comments from my last vlog, which was like over a week ago, and then other incidental comments from other videos. It takes a long time to reply back to comments, which is why it takes a while for me to reply back. And I also find that a lot of comments come in, you know, a couple of days after I release vlogs, so that's why I don't always reply straight away. So I sort of wait about a week until everything's died down and then I reply. So thank you to everyone who always comments on my videos. I really do appreciate the love. You guys just make doing it a lot really fun, because I love connecting and reading all of your ideas and opinions. I do get comments with differing opinions, and I like that because it challenges me, challenges you. It's just a great opportunity to have a creative and constructive dialogue about stuff. So yeah, if you don't agree with what I'm doing, or think of something better, or have a great idea that I can try, or anything, comment below, because I don't know everything. I am not a professional. I don't know everything. I'm not confident in everything. I'm just a simple quilter who just loves what she does. So that's it. Anyway, I rambled on for about 5 minutes about who knows what. Why am I zooming in? Oh, hang on. Ah! You don't need to see me up that close. So I need to be honest about something, and I'm really ashamed to say this. No, I'm not. Oh, am I ashamed? I don't know. I don't know how I feel. But I'm annoyed at myself. No, I'm not annoyed. I don't know how I feel. But I've been really slack about getting the Lucky Star block tutorial done this week. I have done stuff. Like I have started it, the edit that is. I'm definitely at least a quarter to halfway through it. It's just, you know, I'm a procrastinator. It's just my procrastination has really kicked in this week. I think, I don't know whether this is TMI, I think it's because my period's due, and I just don't have any energy, or you know, I just like, no. So I'm going to try my very best to get a little bit done now, because as I mentioned in a previous vlog, I think, or the vlog after, I don't know, recently I mentioned that if I vlog, I am productive. I get things done because you hold me to account, pretty much. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta do it for everyone. It is my goal to have it done by the end of the weekend. I have a long list of stuff that I need to do. It's just busy, busy, busy. Go, go, go. Anyway, this isn't getting any of the tutorial done, so we're gonna do that now. Happy days. I think I'm at least 3/4 of the way through the tutorial now, so I think definitely if I keep my head in the right direction, if you know what I mean, like if I keep on task and my concentration on the right track, then I definitely think we should be able to get the writing finished today and also voiceover tonight. I usually record my voiceover at night when it's quiet. There's no noises outside, the TV is not on, it's quiet, because obviously I don't have a sound studio in my house. So I think it's a definite goal for today. Yay. I really like, if you haven't noticed, I really enjoy setting myself daily goals. I always used to do like weekly goals where by the end of the week I'll have this done, and it doesn't work for me. But setting myself daily goals, I definitely get things done. I just find it so much easier. So daily goal today is to have those two things finished. I'm trying so hard not to yawn right now. Goodness. It's about, it's 10:30 right on the dot. Nice. I've had enough of editing today. The goal for the day was to have all of the writing finished, which is done, as well as to have the voiceover done, which I've just completed, and it's now just loading on my computer. Actually, I think it's done. Tomorrow what I'll do is insert my voiceover into the video and then I'll upload it. It's only going to be like a really quick tutorial. For this tutorial I've actually decided not to do like a sit down speaky bit for the start and the finish. It's just going to be a straight tutorial. It just gets it up quicker and I'm just impatient to get it done, so that's what's going to happen for this one. Okay, phone, water bottle, check. So I think now I'm just going to get changed to my jammies and I might read. I haven't really read very much this week, and I don't like that. I like that I'm now sort of into reading more, especially before bed, because it just sort of helps me to wind down and just relax a bit. Sorry about the lighting, it is what it is. So I'm going to continue reading Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. I'm currently up to, I haven't got very far in it. I'm halfway through a chapter because I think, so I was reading it the other night and I just kept falling asleep. I'm like, nah, I can't do it. So I'm going to say goodbye for the day and I will definitely catch up with you again tomorrow. Bye. Good afternoon and happy Thursday. It is the, let me look, it's the 4th of April. It's a bit of a cold, dreary, rainy type day today. It's actually cleared up a little bit this afternoon, but this morning it was raining and it was cold and dark and lovely. I love it. This afternoon I thought I would share some of my favorites with you. I was going to do a standalone March favorites video, but I just didn't get the time to do it, and I kind of feel that the moment's gone, so we'll just do like a current favorites thing. I'm not gonna like harp on about them too much. I'm just gonna just quickly touch on things that I've been loving this month, or at least over the last month or so. So I just quickly wrote a little list, you know, because I love lists and they just keep me on track with stuff. First thing, recently I discovered that I could buy these little eucalypt lollies. They're like eucalyptus drops. And I've just bought these at my local supermarket, Woolworths, and I've just been absolutely obsessed with them. I used to have these all the time when I was in primary school, when I was a little youngin'. So eating these is sort of like very nostalgic and I love it, but they're just so yummy and moreish, and don't know, just there's just something so delicious about eucalyptus. It's just such a lovely thing to just, you know, swirl around in my mouth and enjoy. Didn't sound right, but anyway, yes, eucalyptus drops are the best. Next thing I've been loving, oh, it's a bit dusty. Get rid of all that dust. It's embarrassing. The other thing that I've been loving this month, I just started burning this and it's already a quarter of the way through, is a candle that I got last year by a brand called Be Enlightened. It's an Australian brand. This is vanilla and it is so delicious. It is one of the best vanilla candles that I have just had in my life. It's one of those candles that fill the room even when it's not lit, but the scent is not overpowering. It's just a really nice, subtle, mellowy kind of a scent that just fills the whole house. I also have another one that's burning at the moment from the same brand. It's called apple, I know it's apple pie of some sort, and it's just so lovely and it just makes the house smell like apple pie and it's just so nice. This brand of candle is just so lovely. Be Enlightened Sydney. Once these are gone, I think I'm definitely going to reorder because they're just so nice. They're 2 weeks, so they'll last, and it's just, I just love this candle so much. It's just delicious. I'm going to move on to some sewing quilting favorites. Because I've been doing a lot of quilting this past month, I've just been loving it. I just love it. One of the things that I've been loving is this batting. If you saw my swim vlog, you'll know that this is the batting that I used in that quilt, and it was the first time ever using it, and it's such a great basic cotton batting, and it's just made the quilt so lovely and textural. Oh, but the handle on that quilt is just so nice. Like, it's got a really nice weight to it. The quilting lines have just made it just feel so lovely, and I love the texture and just everything. Like, it wasn't too heavy to quilt through the machine and to handle, but once it's finished, I can tell that it's going to be a quilt that's going to be really cozy and lovely, and it's all because of this batting. So this batting is just called Back to Basics, the perfect old-fashioned 100% cotton batting, and in Australia it's by a brand called Lutenegger, but it says it's made in the US. I don't know any more information other than that, but I love this batting and I'm so glad I have a whole roll of it. Oh, my quilts are going to be so lovely. I can't wait to use it again. I'm going to use it in my Lucky Stars quilt, which you can see here draped on the chair. I still got to get basting spray, and I can't wait to use it in my Union Jack quilt as well. Yes, I can't wait to make that quilt. Anyway, sorry, distracted. Alright, I know that they're all gross and disgusting, but it is what it is. I love quilting gloves. I used to never ever use quilting gloves. I was like, nah, I just use my bare hands and it works. But no. No, quilting gloves have just made the I was gonna say the chore of quilting a lot easier. It's just given me such better grip on the top of the quilts, and it's kept, I don't know, sometimes like the surface of my hands can be really like slippy. Doesn't matter, because you put these on and it just, you can just quilt and just do what you need to do so much easier. The only thing I don't like is because they're white, they pick up the dirt and they're just so disgusting. They're being washed and they're still dirty, but it is what it is. They do the job no matter how dirty they get, and I love them. I also just love how snug they are on my hand. Like, they don't like flop around or anything like that. It's just nice and snug, and yeah, really easy to use. So the other quilting sewing love that I've had this month is for my sewing machine. I love my sewing machine. It's just such a lovely little beast, and she's just wonderful. Before I started quilting my pixelated rose quilt, I was so hesitant and scared to quilt on her because I had been stung by not having it on the right setting and knowing what the right setting was to quilt with this machine. So I was really hesitant to quilt with her. But once I got over my fear and I gave it another go, you know, after trying out different settings and stuff like that, I finally found the perfect setting to quilt with her on, and I'm so happy now. She is such a lovely, lovely machine to use, and I've just been enjoying having this new lovely sewing machine on my table and just using her for what I bought her for. I bought this machine solely to be able to quilt my pixelated rose quilt. If you remember all the way back to one of the vlogs I did where I'm like, I'm gonna have to buy a new sewing machine because this quilt's not gonna fit in my old machine. So I was able to fulfill the reason why I bought this machine, and I mean, the feeling, it's been one of the best feelings I've had this year to be able to finish quilting my pixelated rose quilt on the machine and then moving on to another quilt and it just turning out just as lovely. So I've really, really enjoyed using this machine and also just quilting. I love quilting. I mean, just sitting down in front of the sewing machine and just watching it do its thing, and you know, having this lovely textured quilt just sort of appear in front of your eyes. Just the actual art of quilt making and the steps that you do to make a quilt, I've just been loving. So yeah. And just on a side note about my sewing machine, I have a Brother PQ 1500 SL. I have done a sewing machine review on that machine, which I will link in the description box below. I'm actually thinking of doing like a 1 year on sewing machine review, sort of updating you of where I'm now at with the sewing machine. I don't know, when you buy a new sewing machine, it takes a while for you to sort of get in the groove with it and to learn it and to sort of get comfortable with it. So I am now at that stage where I'm comfortable with this machine. I know what she can do. I feel confident in sewing with her. So if you would like me to do like a 12-month update of using this machine, let me know and I will do it. It is on the list of videos that I want to do, but I just want to make sure that it's something that you want to see, and of course I will give you my honest opinions on the machine. I love how I said that this is just going to be like a really quick thing. I rabbited it on for 15 minutes and I'm still not finished. Okay. I mean, I don't really have all that much to go, but that's okay. So moving on, another favorite has been my watch strap for my Apple Watch. I have only just had this the last week or so, and I haven't been able to wear my watch because the strap that came with it was giving me a really awful like rash, so I wasn't able to wear it very often. So I've finally been able to find a decently priced Apple Watch strap, and I love it. It's not real leather or anything like that, but it's just this nice brown strap, and yeah, I just really, really love it. I feel very fashionable and fun. I don't know. It just feels good to be finally able to wear my watch because I paid a lot of money for it, so I may as well try and wear it. So the last couple of things is just an album that I've been loving and a couple of movies. So I've been listening to an album pretty much non-stop, and it's by an Australian band called Middle Kids. And I'm going to be honest, I actually don't know what the album is called. Okay, so the album is called Lost Friends. That's what the album looks like. So the band is called Middle Kids and the album is called Lost Friends. The best way I can describe their sound, they're like an alt indie band, kind of rockish, not really. They're more indie type music, but I just really like all of the songs on the album. I like the sound of the lead singer. She's got a really cool voice, and I like the lyrics. It's just a really good album, and it's just one of those ones I just can't stop listening to. And then I've also just recently seen 2 movies that I think are just brilliant. The first one I'm a little bit late to the boat, and it's called The Shape of Water. I'm pretty sure it won the Oscar for Best Film, not this year but last year, or maybe even the year before. But that movie is just absolutely wonderful. I mean, it's a little bit weird. It's like a weird conceptual love story, but it's filmed so beautifully. It also has one of my favorite UK actresses in it, Sally Hawkins, and she's just wonderful in it. It's such an arty, visually amazing movie to watch, and I just absolutely loved it. So if you haven't seen it, I definitely recommend watching it. Have an open mind because it is a little bit weird, but it's still lovely all the same. Then the other movie that I watched that I thought it was just such a lovely movie was called The Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Pie Society. Such a long title for a film, but it was such a nice, lovely movie. The best way I can describe it is just a really nice, cozy, comfy movie. I mean, some of the themes are a little bit sad. It's set after World War II and sort of like the aftermath of that, but it's just a really lovely English movie. I just don't know how to describe it. It's got another one of my favorite UK actresses in it, Lily James. I love her, she's just brilliant, and all of the other people that are in it just do such a lovely job of portraying the story. And yes, it's a really nice, lovely, warm, fuzzy movie. And yeah, so if you haven't seen that, see that too, because I think you'll like it. So that's all of my favorites. That's all I'm gonna sort of rabbit on about and stuff. If you would like me to do a 12-month review on my sewing machine, let me know. If there are any block tutorials you would like me to do, then let me know. If there are any craft tutorials you would like me to do, then let me know. I'm taking ideas to, yeah, start planning for the foreseeable future. Let's just sum it up. If you have any video or tutorial ideas that you would like me to do, then let me know, because I might just do them. Good morning and happy Monday. Today is the 8th of April. It's the start of a nice new fresh week and also some fresh new ideas. Now this is actually the second time I'm filming this because I couldn't get my words out. I don't know, I just didn't know how to explain anything that I wanted to explain to you now, and I'm just a bit of a mess today. My head's in a bit of a fog that I'm trying to get out of, but yes, let's see how well I go with explaining it this time. So yes, fresh new start on a project. I did say that I wasn't going to do any more like new quilting projects until I got all of my other quilting tops and stuff done. That didn't make sense, but anyway, we're going with it. So I still have my Lucky Star here, and I got my Union Jack and all my other blocks to make, but I'm sort of putting them just to one side for the moment, just for a little bit, and I'm going to focus on this new project because it's something that only is in a very short amount of time. So let's explain what I'm actually doing. So I first came across this when I was just randomly scrolling on Facebook. You know, as you do, you just sit there and you scroll just to waste time because, you know, what is life? And I came across the Pantone Quilt Challenge. I never knew this existed. It has been done previous years, but it's a quilt challenge based on using the Pantone color of the year. This year it is Living Coral, which is a color that I absolutely love, and as soon as I saw the challenge I instantly knew the fabrics that I wanted to use because I have lovely coral fabrics. But then now looking at it, I'm actually not using those fabrics. I'm using something completely different. But anyway, I'm going off track. So yeah, I've been inspired to get on the bandwagon and join in on the Pantone Quilt Challenge. It is a challenge hosted by two ladies in America. I'll put their Instagram handles on the screen if you want to join in, and all of the details will be in the description box below. It's a challenge that is running from the 24th of March to the 14th of June, and it's basically a challenge where you make a quilt that is made up mainly of the Pantone color, which is Living Coral, and then you post it onto a link party that will be happening, and it's judged by like Chula Pink and other fancy people, and you win stuff. It's all basically online, and yeah, it's just a fun sort of challenge to be a part of and to join in and have fun with. I'm a little bit late to the party because I was going to do it. I had like an idea, but then I was like, nah, I don't like that, and I got no time to do it because I've got 10,000 other things I need to do. But then on the weekend I was looking for, I was on Pinterest and I was looking for future block tutorial blocks that we can do. I mean, I have a list a mile long, but I was like, I don't know. So I was on there looking for block tutorial inspiration, and then I found another block and I was like, oh, I like that block, and so I drew it out, and I accidentally coloured it in with all the, like, a really nice pinky coral colours, and I was instantly like, wow, this would make a really lovely quilt for the Pantone challenge. So now I'm back in. I'm a couple of weeks late to actually, you know, join in, but I'm going to do it anyway. Who cares? So in a nutshell, I'm joining the Pantone quilt challenge on Instagram. I don't think you have to be on Instagram to join, but it is a very Instagram based challenge and how it's hosted and stuff like that. If I haven't explained this very well, but you still want to, like, maybe give it a go or are interested in it, I'll link the blog post that is done by Brian House Quilts, and on her blog there's like a whole detailed post of everything that you need to know to join in. So yeah, I just thought I'd let you know what I'm up to and what's going to sort of be happening over the next couple of weeks or so. I am so shy when it comes to these sort of things, like getting involved with like quilt alongs and host challenges and you know, that sort of hashtag vibe thing. I don't know, I just very much just do my own thing and enjoy that. So yeah, I don't really get involved a lot with online things, so yeah, I thought, why not just do it and just make a beautiful quilt. So I spent some time over the weekend just sketching out my quilt top idea, and I think hopefully if it works out well, it's going to look really nice. I really love it. So this is what I've sort of come up with. They're gorgeous little pinwheels. Aren't they nice? I'll also link below the blog post that I got this inspiration from. The blog is called Little Island Quilts, and on Instagram she has the same handle, Little Island Quilts. So I'll link that if you're interested in seeing the blog post about hers. It is heavily influenced on her quilt, so all sort of credit goes to her and her quilt, but that's what I've decided to do. So corals with a little bit of blue, because when they announced the colour that they were doing, actually I have a picture of it. So this was the official picture that they did when they announced the Pantone colour of the year, and it's this coral pink and it has like this blue background. So I was inspired by those colours. So obviously the main block is going to be of the pinky corals, and then I'm going to have little sort of like specks of that blue in between the blocks, just to sort of give it a little bit more interest. So yeah, and I think I might make one of the first blocks today just to see if it looks okay, and also to see whether the measurements that I've come up with will work and like the block size will sort of be okay. So yeah, I'm actually really quite excited to do this. Something a little bit new, something a little bit fresh, and hopefully it'll just be a really nice lovely quilt. And also just to sort of, I don't know, be involved in something. Yeah, to have my little voice just like out there saying, hello, look at my quilt. I don't know, I really need to get out of the house today. I haven't been out of the house in the last couple of days and I'm going crazy. Yeah. Anyway, on with the rest of the day. Okay, so this is like a behind the scenes thing. I am trying to put up something on my Instagram stories. So I'm going to take a photo of my camera here. Hi. And say that I'm vlogging. No, a vlog should go up because I did vlog a couple of days last week. And then I'll add this onto the end of it and pop it up today, I think. Yeah, that's the goal for today. Goals for today. I like voicing my daily goals. Is to make a block, a pinwheel block, get out of the house. I need to visit my PO box anyway, so we need to do that. And get this vlog up by the end of the day. So 3 things and we will do it. Anyway, this is just behind the scenes. I'm about to take a photo of you and put it on my Instagram stories and say I am vlogging today, or a vlog should at least go up today. So everybody say hi. Hi. It's a nice lovely little boomerang. Look, Inception. Oh, hang on, let's get it. Inception, that's what you all look like to me. Let's post it. Yay! I'm finally getting out of the house. It feels so good. It is such a lovely day today. It is a little bit cloudy, but it's actually quite warm for autumn. I think it was going to be like 31 degrees or something today, so it is a little bit warm, but it's really nice. It's like it's not a hot 31, but it's a warm 31, if you know what I mean. It's nice, it's bearable. So anyway, I'm about to go and get a few things out of my PO box and then just go shopping for a few things and come back and do some more sewing. I was able to make up the first of my pinwheel blocks and it looks so sweet and really cute. So I think that is a definite goer, that block, and I can't wait to make some more and see what it's all going to look like. It's going to be such a sweet quilt. So yay for things happening and getting things done today. So anyway, sitting here in the driveway isn't getting anything done. Let's go. So it's a little bit later on in the afternoon and I've just got a few things done. I've got the edit of the vlog up to date, but I just want to show you a few things before I end it, such as the block that I made this morning. Look at her! It's the most sweetest little block, I think. I mean, it's not little, but it's super cute. I love it so much. So this block measures 14.5 inches square, like right on, perfect, just brilliant. I'm just so happy with the measurements that I was able to use. Look, it just looks so lovely in the background, and look, there's Charlie having to put up with our neighbours' music because they've got it blaring and I've had to close the window so I can vlog. It's a nightmare. Anyway, also today I finally cracked open my big ruler, my big square ruler. This is a 15.5 inch square ruler by So Easy. All of my rulers are so easy and I love it. It's really good. I was able to use all of the lines on there to like really square that up like perfectly. I'm really happy with this. I just thought I'd let you know that that's now been cracked open. It's been sitting on my sewing desk for ever, almost, definitely maybe a year. Oh no, less than that, less than a year, but I've been wanting to use it and now I finally have, so happy days. That block, I'm so happy with it. Look at the movement in it. I love it. I'll show you up a little bit closer. So there she is, a little bit closer. I am pretty happy with this point in the center. I can do that better, but that looks pretty good to me. Ah, yay. I was so worried that this light pink was not going to like show up against this white. I just thought it was like too light, but I think it's perfect. Happy days. What I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to make another one of those blocks, but I'm going to switch the pinks around. So where the lighter pink triangles are, they're going to be the dark pink. And then where the dark pink is going to be the lighter pink. So it's just going to be like the opposite. Yeah, and see what it looks like. I'm so happy with this block. Yay! I love it when things just work out. Also, there's something I want to show you. While I was out getting stuff from my PO box and stuff, I got a lovely package that I paid for from Pop Culture, which is a Australian website where I buy all of my pop vinyls from, and I got some lovely goodies that I've been wanting a long time and I got them. So I got this one here. This is the vinyl. It's the Toy Story ones and it's Old School Woody and Buzz. Look at how cool they are. I love them so much. Hey Buzz. And then I got this. This is the Diamond Edition Genie with the lamp, and I actually got this for free. It looks very cool. So I'm very happy with that little haul, but now I'm gonna sew. Second block done. I like it. I think I like this one the best, but that one still looks good. So I'll have another one of these on this side. At the moment it's just going to be 9 blocks, but we'll see how it goes. So I'm going to say goodbye for the day and also for the vlog. I did a couple of days last week and then today, so I think it's a pretty chunky vlog. There's quite a lot in this one and I talk a lot, so gold star to you if you are now at this point in the video still listening to me just talk and ramble on about whatever. I hope you all have a lovely week and I'll see you again another time very soon. Bye!